Excellent.
Hi, this is Matt Newmark here from Elite Defense Systems. We're going to go ahead and continue with our intermediate curriculum for ground fighting. And once again, we have 3 moves, but then we also have 3 counters that we're throwing on in. We're going to start covering a position called north-south position, which is this position right here. It's not mount, is when one person is at exactly at a 180-degree turn on the person. You're kind of going chest to chest more or less with the person. Let me show you what this move looks like. So once again, I have my partner right here, head down here, feet down there. This is north-south position. Let me just kind of go over, because this is a position that's not necessarily a basic position, let's say, I'm going to go over some basics here. Your elbows want to be in the armpits, and if at all possible, your knees want to be pinching the head right here. And I want to lay my head flat on the ground, flat on his stomach or his chest, right like this. First position that we're going to do, or first move we're going to do, is what's called a front choke. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take one hand, slip it right through, right over the neck. I have to kind of obviously sit on up so you guys can see what's happening under my chest right here. But this hand's going all the way through. I'm grabbing right here, and then I'm going to pike my feet out, putting a heck of a lot of pressure right on the person's neck. It's going like this. Just make sure you tap to feel pressure, okay? So once again, I go right here, I go right in here, grab here, and then I go out. Okay, all right? Gotta be careful with this one, guys. It happens so quickly, and there's so much pressure that goes down like this, okay? I'm gonna have my partner go ahead and flip it with me here real quick, and we're gonna teach what the counter is, and the counter is what's called our somersault. It's, you know, more or less we call it a somersault reverse, but it can end up to a somersault kind of choke or a bunch of different moves. Let me show you what I mean right here. So once again, my partner sets it on up here, where as they go ahead and they put the arm right across your neck, that's going to happen here, and then the other hand's going to occur right here. This is where we have to go ahead and we have to take action. What I do here in order to stop this, I take my hands and I go over this way, just like this. Once you're in this position, you want both hands, I should say, on one side. And once we go right here, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to flip over the person. Before I do that, I want to go ahead and I want to scooch out just a little bit. If you try to flip over the person, when your head's way back by the person's groin, extremely difficult to do this. So once again, I'll have my partner set up the front choke right here. Boom, right there. As I do this, these hands go right inside here, but remember, have both arms end up on the same side. Once you're right here, you want to go ahead and go up, flip right over. Now, when we go ahead and we flip on over, you're going to end up on the person's back right here. So when we do that, you really want to take this one slow. I'm going to sound kind of weird right here. You want to take it slow, but then really move with acceleration right at the end. This is what this is going to look like. So once again, as I go right here, we're going to go ahead and just get right into this position right here. As I do this, I want to go ahead and I'm going to flip up right here on the person, okay? I'm going to go back once again. I like to grab onto the person's armpits on the other side to kind of give myself leverage, okay? Why I favor one side is because the person's head is in the way, and I have problems flipping up just like this. So once again, so when I do this move, this is why we put both hands on one side just like this, and you'll kind of do a back mount in a little bit more of a slower fashion. Let me show you what I mean right here. So once again, as he's right here, I want to go ahead and I want to go up and go around right here. Obviously, once we're in this position, there's that rear naked. I can move off to the side and do a plethora of other moves right here. So that's what this move is. A lot of times when I'm teaching people this, kind of get frustrated because this is a little bit more of a difficult move. Let me just go over a couple quick little basics before we go on to the second and third move, okay? So once again, so as we're right here, and I get to this position right here, remember, both hands have to be on this side. I can grab the armpits, but I have to go out a little bit. Once I do that, you may want to practice just going to this position. You're rolling over your shoulder, not over your head. Right to this position, there's where the choke gets on in. So once again, those are those 2 moves. The front choke, countered by obviously the somersault reverse. Next what we're going to do is, once again, we're going to north-south position, feet down there, head down there. Nice little move right here. If we set it up from what's called the base position, I go ahead and I put the person's arm down, go through. This is my reverse right here. once I do this position, I can go ahead and I can lock it on out. I'll switch with my partner real quick. Goes after it right here. We're going to go ahead and go right into the leg choke right here. So what's going to happen is I'll go right here, and there's my choke right there. Okay. Once again, going to lock this up. You want to make sure you get a wide scoop right here, and then I can go right to a regular leg choke right there. That's the counter as far as that goes. The next one we have is our scissor choke, which I totally love. But there's a little Achilles heel here, and I mean it almost literally. Let me show you what I mean. From the north-south position, I'm right here, and what I want to do is go ahead and go for this move, but instead of going for this move, I want to put the person up on their side. Once I put the person up on the side, I know that I have so many options right here. But I'm going to fall down to the side, take my legs, scissor choke him right here, like this, and then he'll tap. Good, just like that. It's a little bit of a PIA, obviously, but once again, this goes here, up on the side. Now, for camera reasons, I fell to this side. I'm going to follow the correct side. You always want the person's face down for obvious reasons. Not only is it a little more demoralizing, but the person has less options. So as I go right here, I want to fall down to this side, and this is my choke right here. Okay? Either way you fall in this scissor choke, you have the counter of just any kind of ankle lock. So as I fall down, you're just going to grab my toes, crank them on over, and you got a regular ankle lock right there, okay? Once again, I'll follow this side just so we can go ahead and kind of utilize the camera position real quick. So as I fall down right here, I lock on up. Good. Now from right here, he can lock it up any way he wants to. He can lock it around there. Good. Or, as we get back right here, he can just go ahead and grab my toes and crank them right over. Now, good, tap, tap. So once again, so as I'm locked right here, go ahead and do it. Good, tap, tap. Woo. Nice job. Once again, they're very, very vulnerable from that position. So once again, have fun with these. A lot of people, it's a newer position, but once again, take care and have fun.